I saw rabbit, I saw fowls, I saw pigs, I saw chicken, I saw a lot of animals. And I said, why is this man having all these animals around him? Hi, how are you? God bless you, Ghana. I want to give you a quick update. 2 years ago, I did a prophetic video for President-elected dear John Mahama, President. And I made a video. I shared the message with you, the letter to John. And I said, after he wins, I'll bring you dear John part 2, right? Officially, I've still not been fully given the license in the spirit to bring the dear John part 2. Remember that this dear John part 2, I spoke about it. Part 1, I spoke about it 2 years ago, about 2 years ago. And then I said, after God crowns him the king, as I saw and I spoke about, I'll bring the part 2. So those of you who have followed me for years by the mercy of God, you know this background story of the dear John. So I had it written and recorded everything down, but I've not been spiritually led to release the part 2 yet. Okay, I believe I'll do it at church when I'm giving the clearance in the spirit. But I want to give a little piece of it, a little piece. So this is not an official dear John part 2. It is not. But I want to give a little piece since he has begun his work and is starting to put things in place so that I can help him if he will listen. The video will get to him. He will listen. I can help him with the introduction. So you can describe this as introduction to the dear John part 2. Are you seeing that? The Lord bless you. Make sure you share this video right now. Share, and then you can tag them, and hopefully they would take a counsel and a cue from this. I believe that I was praying for the nation in Ghana, and the Lord was telling me something very important that even some days ago, he was saying that to me. He was sharing that with me by the Spirit. That I say this with all humility. Nobody should get me wrong. I don't want to say or bring updates for the nation again and the leader because of how it has turned out now. People will now take your words and twist it, thinking that you are saying it because of something. Meanwhile, you are just a messenger who just have to come and share the message. All right. So I'm not saying this for anything. Let's make that clear. Else you guys will not make me speak at all forever and ever about the nation Ghana and the leaders. Even if God tells me the vision, I won't say it, and maybe I would go and answer to Almighty God. So let's make that clear. All right. Now, God told me that the people that, by the mercy of God, that were able to see what was going to happen, and then what is going to happen came to pass and all that. Those same people, all of them, all right, have the keys, all right, and some ideas. Are you getting me? I mean, right? They have the keys and some ideas on how to handle the reign and the regime, no matter who they are. I say this respectfully and without any malice. So I've made it clear. Don't get me wrong, guys. All right. For example, one who created this phone, all right, who saw the vision of this phone and created the phone for the phone to come into existence, all right, that person can now be able to help you or tell you how the phone will function and what are the things to do to make good use of the phone. Is that true? So that is the point I'm making, that the people who saw what God showed them and then they had everything right by the mercy of God, I believe that such people should be also listened to again, because if A has come to pass, then the B, C, D, are you saying that it's likely? I want to use the word likely. I mean humbly, so that it won't be like a proud statement. Likely to also come to pass. Are you seeing that? So it is very important that such people listens to them, regardless of what people will say and what people do, so that they can help you navigate one step at a time. Are you seeing that? Then we can experience the blessing and the glory of God together. Just like Pharaoh did in the land of Egypt, when Joseph told him that, oh, sir, this is the meaning of the dream and this is the meaning of the vision, and that is what is going to happen. Are you seeing that? So when the dream was well interpreted, all right, to the man or the leader, then Joseph said, find a man who will now help you to let the things God has revealed come to pass. And Pharaoh, being a wise king, said that who else fits better than the one who has told us the visions and the dreams and the things that is going to happen? Who else can do that? Are you seeing that? So I believe that the people that saw it rightly and that they were able to have things done, I believe that sometimes they should just go to meet such people. And I say this with the greatest of respect and humility. It's just a counsel so that the upgrade of the matter, are you seeing that? They can add it up so that it can be a successful journey for the leader. Is that clear? God bless you for understanding. All right. So in my vision that I saw concerning the president, all right, like I said, the Dear John Part 2, this is not how do I say it? That is not official. I will come and give official ones. All right. In the Dear John Part 1, I even spoke about that the president should get prayer people around. We will try and post the Dear John Part 1 below. All right. The president should get prayer people that God said it's a non-negotiable, something like that. All right. Very important. All right. So the vision that the Lord showed me connected to the Part 2, let me share one with you. I saw in the spirit that I entered a room, and the room I entered, it was like a house, an abandoned house. And in the abandoned house, all right, in the abandoned house, I saw something like how do I say, a building in the center of the house with a wall. A building in the center of the house with a wall. So I was taken inside the wall, and the building was in the center, and the compound was very big. Then all of a sudden, I saw the president of Ghana now coming, and he was carrying something like a pet, an animal pet. He was carrying something like an animal pet. So the president was trying to enter the building in the compound with a wall. All right, then I was standing there watching. Then all of a sudden, I got close to him. When I got close to him, I saw that a lot of other animals surrounded him. A lot of other animals. I saw rabbits, I saw fowls, I saw pigs, I saw chicken, I saw a lot of animals, like farm animals. Let me make it very short. Like farm, it surrounded myself and him a lot. And I said, why is this man having all these animals around him? Now, take note that the compound was dry. It was a red clay compound. And the house in the middle of the compound was more like an old abandoned house. Are you seeing that? But when the man came with the animals and he entered the building, the house in the middle of the compound, the animals also followed from the corners of the compound, and they also gathered around the man in the middle of the compound. And I came out of the vision. And the Lord told me and spoke to me. Let me make it very short. All right. This is not official Dear John Part 2. I'll bring it. But I'm giving a quick update. And the Lord spoke to me and said to me that the dry compound you saw is dryness that is going to come. And the wall was not a nice wall. It was like a short wall. People would try to, climb the wall, and they'll try to, tussle out because of the dryness coming, around. So that told you that the compound had a house in the center and there was a wall. The wall was quite short. It was not a nice wall. It wasn't a really nice compound. But I saw that as the man came and he stood in the middle, the animals kept coming from everywhere. Then the compound that was dry began to change a bit to something more greener. And the walls also was they were trying to repair themselves in a way. What it means is that there's going to be a certain dryness and hunger that is going to hit the world very soon, and even in Ghana. And then the Lord is leading the man. I'm sure God has told him in a vision or through maybe another prophet or pastor or maybe the advisories that he have around him, that he should begin to consider major agricultural project. He should go into major animals and crops. Are you seeing that? Let him go to animals and crops. This is just a piece of the Dear John Part 2 I was supposed to bring to you last year. And I'm just giving you a little update. I'll bring you proper, maybe 7 or 8 or 10 minutes video of Dear John Part 2. Let the president begin to go into the farm and agriculture, animals and crops. More on animals and crops. More. Let him invest. So the people who were laughing at him during his campaign that Akokon Ketwa or something like that, Akokon Ketwa, I was laughing because I'd seen the vision by the mercy of God that the Lord showed me. I was laughing because the vision has been there. Are you seeing that? And I'm bringing the update because it's dawning on me. That is, it means that I'm being given the clearance to now come and share with him what the Lord wants to do. So when he does that, he will be one that Africa will look up to. Africa will now come and say, oh, this man is doing well in this African nation. The whole world will now come. People will gather, just like the animals gathered around him at the center of the house. And the house had plenty and had a lot. I want to end here. I don't want to make the video very too lengthy or long. So the Lord bless you and keep you. Please beware of scammers using my name to scam people. They use my face and my picture. They'll ask you to WhatsApp them. I don't ask people to WhatsApp. They'll come and comment under the screen, and they're also trying to, harass my Facebook and my YouTube page. So just they use Indians and Chinese people, to do that. So please be very careful and stay safe. If you don't know Jesus, accept him as your Lord and your Savior. I recommend Jesus to you, and your life will not be the same again. God bless you. Let the leaders pay attention to this video. Let them look at this video, and that the video will be a blessing even to them. I'll bring them a proper one of Dear John Part 2. I'm not yet giving the clearance. If I'm giving, I'll bring it and we'll share that with them. God bless you. Share this video. Let it be a blessing. Have a nice time. Bye-bye.